Hello, Panthers. Coat Drive ends tomorrow. Spring sports begin today, and more coming up next on the Panther Morning News.
Good morning, St. Mary's. I'm Jacob.
And I'm Tommy.
And we start today with Student Life News with celebration of Black History Month with Clara from Inclusive Community regarding a landmark Supreme course dealing with education.
Hey Panthers, it's Clara from Inclusive Community, and for today's Black History Month Spotlight, we're going to highlight the case of Brown v. Board of Education. So in 1954, Brown v. Board was a landmark Supreme Court case in which the justices ruled that racial segregation of children in public schools was unconstitutional. This was a significant change from the Plessy v. Ferguson case of 1896, where the Supreme Court ruled that racial segregation in public facilities was legal as long as the facilities for Black and white people were equal. The ruling by Plessy v. Ferguson lasted for the next 6 decades and constitutionally sanctioned Jim Crow laws, which allowed for and promoted segregation. However, in the 1950s, in a lawsuit, Oliver Brown claimed that schools for Black and white children were not equal, and that the segregation violated the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment, which holds that no state can deny to any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of the laws. The Supreme Court unanimously agreed with Brown and ruled that all separate but equal laws are inherently unequal. This shift was not immediate, but there's still debate today on how to diversify schools and school districts fully, but Brown v. Board was a crucial moment in the civil rights movement because it initiated a positive shift in legislation by legally ending segregation laws. Thank you. Back to announcements.
Okay, stand by.
And Panthers, the winter coat drive ends tomorrow. Please continue to donate Red's coats to the red bin. It's cold outside, and people would definitely appreciate it. And for those of you who donated, there will be hot cocoa on Tuesday, tomorrow at lunch.
And now for the majority of the show, here's Devin with your Panther Athletics.
In basketball over the weekend and LaSallian days, the girls JV ended their season with a 57-13 win over Pinole and capping their season with an almost perfect record. After losing their first game in overtime, the team went on to win 8 straight. Meanwhile, on the boys' side, both the Frosh and JV teams won over Pinole here at home to end their seasons on a winning note. Both varsity teams lost and will start T-Cal playoff action tomorrow night. With the regular season coming to an end and the T-Cal playoffs looming large next week, the women's varsity soccer team ended their regular season with a dominant 6-1 victory over T-Cal League foe, the Hercules High Titans. The Panthers displayed an offensive onslaught throughout the contest with 3 goals in each of the halves and even scoring the first 5 goals of the game. The Panthers started scoring with goals by juniors Veronica Lozano Duran, Madison Coley, and sophomore Jordan Cully, to give the Panthers the 3-0 edge at halftime. The Panthers would then keep the pedal to the metal to start the second half with goals by freshman Anaya, which was her first goal of the year of her varsity career, and Madison is again, her second of the game. The Panthers would then score one more goal by sophomore Charlotte to cap off the 6-goal affair. Almost 3 years ago, with the start of the pandemic, the St. Mary's swim team returns to action for the first time today. Swimmers and divers will meet with Coach Rolfs at the Cross this afternoon at 4:30 p.m. And finally, though there are no games today, it is the first day of spring sports. We have limited gym and field space, so remember to play nicely, Panthers. Now back to Jacob and Tommy.
Thank you, Devin, and a very happy birthday today to Jolie Cortell.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to you.
And we have global bowls and sandwiches to kick off the week today over in the Shea Cafe.
And that's it for today. Have a glorious day, St. Mary's.